Okay, Harry, off you come. The wrong way.
Well, technical difficulties were actually great difficulties.
Está bien. Estamos bien. Nos vemos ahí, okay?
I've just crashed my drone.
I can't do anything, mate. So yeah, my name's Dave from Electrical Marine Services here in Gibraltar, and that's my son. We'll let him in, eh? Hey. Hello, mate.
Hello, Harry.
Hi.
Say hello to the camera.
Hello.
Give us 5 minutes, Harry boy, right? Okay. So this weekend has got nothing to do with our job at all, but yeah, one of our other clients has come to us and asked us if we can assist him with manoeuvring and moving his boat out of Almeria, which is about 200 miles away. So we're going to go pick his boat up, bring it back here, and get him berthed up here, get him sorted out.
Bombastic.
So actually, because Tyrone's actually a buddy of mine, we're going to go and do that. He's got a young lad who's 12 years old, and my son Harry is 12 years old. And I thought it would be a nice father-son bonding experience to go and do that together.
Okay.
It's got a dry mouth, look.
Hello. We just got back from Almeria. We
just arrived in Almeria.
Can
We've
we
just driven for
redo
3 hours from Gibraltar. What are we here to do, Harry?
deliver a boat.
We're going to deliver a boat. So this is the boat. This is Tyrone's boat. I'm not sure the name of it, but it's a Trader 45, I think.
It's 49 foot.
Is it 49? There you go. You've got Harry's captain's position.
No, yours.
Are you going to drive?
No,
No?
I'm not qualified.
I'll watch. So Harry's going to be our crew and Alfie as well. And we're basically going to take some time to teach them how to do some chart plotting, how to keep watch, generally how to be a good crew member and do an actual boat delivery with them. Give them some responsibility and hopefully they'll be up to the job. I'm sure they will.
So basically, we've got all the electrical stuff here, all the power and all that. This turns into a bed, but we can use it as a couch. And here's our kitchen. This is a closet. No, a toilet, sorry. Here's a bedroom. And behind you, guess what? Another toilet. Same one. My dad, our captain, is gonna introduce us and show us how to work the boat. Go on, Dad.
How do I work the boat?
Yeah.
So this is old school. So basically nowadays most helm stations have everything in one throttle, and this one's different. So it's old, so we've got gears on the left, so forward, neutral, reverse on either engine, and accelerators on the right. I don't think we've got any electronics on this boat at all. So we've got paper charts.
Bits.
We've got a GPS receiver, and that's about all we need to get us home. I think this VHF actually seems to be working, so we'll do a test with the marina in the morning, see if anybody can actually hear us. But if not, we've got a handheld, so it's all good.
47.
45, 46, 47.3.
Yep.
Basically there. If we intersect that, we're going to go boom, So it's actually only about 45 miles, according to that, to Gibraltar, I think.
Good night. And that's how we do charting. So,
So you get a little beer. Wait for those.
Say morning to the camera.
morning. We're back again.
So guys, see, it's a boat we don't know, so I wanted to go through it. We arrived on Friday night, had dinner, got up early Saturday. Really, first things first is go through the engines, check fluids, oil, water, check general condition, just check for any leaks or obvious states of failure. Generally just go through the boat, and then after that run them up, just check with going into gear, nothing stalls, everything works. Where's our rudder? Perfect, Miles. We have a rudder indicator. Yeah, then just go through various points of, do we have fenders on board, do we have ropes, do we have lines, stowage of equipment, the kids, have they put all their toys away, have we shut all the windows, going to sea, if we haven't shut the windows, there's a good chance we're going to be in problems. I talked through life raft for the kids, you know, what happens if we have a fire, where's the fire extinguisher. Everyone has to put their own life jacket on, fit it to themselves, and then put it in an area where they know where it is. Really, that's just teaching the kids that as much as it's fun and it's a holiday and there's a serious aspect to it, a bit of health and safety and what to do if it all goes wrong, so we've got a little bit of a plan. They're automatic, so they will inflate automatically, you know?
I bought them swimming and we're gonna wear it.
While you're swimming?
Yeah.
You might be a bit more comfortable.
Yeah, when I say, I'll ask you to hold it like this, okay? So even if there's a really big gust of wind, you're not holding it, you're just holding the rope in place. Who wants the job?
Not me.
Which one do you want?
I don't know, it's up to that. So basically
Okay,
I need to untie it.
Very, very rarely, that's been like once in my whole life I've seen one, but a shipping container could be floating around in the water about a metre under the water, something like that. And if we hit that, that could probably sink us. So that's the sort of thing that you could be like straight away, Dave, I've seen a shipping container. Okay, Alfie, off for yours, mate. Into the sea.
I assume so.
Okay, Harry, off you come. Harry, unfortunately, we did practice him taking his line off. Unfortunately, he left the looped end with the knot on. He let go of that instead of the free end, and he got stuck on the cleat. The wrong way.
I know.
Flip it off.
Cut that out.
Okay, mate. Good boy. But hey, it wasn't a big deal. We cleared it and we just drove out.
A bit of an embarrassment back here, but
What did you do?
nothing. prices cost €1.65 for 1 litre. So yeah, very expensive.
It's one expensive refuel.
Were you expecting it to be this expensive?
Now, when you next see us, we're going to be out and about, having fun.
Yeah, so we moved the boat quite happily, moved it out of its berth to the fuel quay, fueled up, and just as we were leaving the quay, went into gear. Even though it had been running quite happily, the starboard engine failed. So, a little bit of a problem.
Lost an engine, mate.
We've lost
I know.
I'm going to let it drift onto this wall here, okay? So what happened there? Lost an engine, I went into gear and had the engine unwanted.
I looked around and there was a hammerhead just to my left, so I was able to drift the boat so we went side onto there. And I don't know why at the time, but for no reason I could see, I just could not get the starboard engine to start.
Nothing at all.
I requested permission from Marina just to leave it there for a sec.
Hi, this is Francesca. We just cleared the petrol station. Just to let you know, I just lost an engine. So I'm just going to drift onto the hammerhead of this part of the marina over here. And I'll have a look and see what's going on, okay?
Okay.
So any fenders on the port side if you can, mate?
We've got it.
Okay. Any extra ones would be good. Okay, I can't do anything about speed. I can't do anything, mate. Get a line on.
The smoke come out, but it was
One of the engine failed, but
Yes,
we've got it all tied up and docked. So yeah, it's all good now.
You said to the camera, we'll see you out at sea, but we haven't really moved. What's going on?
Technical issue.
technical
Okay.
difficulties.
Nothing in our control.
We had a little look, and once things had calmed down, turns out I just had to give the starboard engine full diesel on the accelerator to make it turn over. But in the moment, it just didn't go, so I reacted and put it where I needed to put it.
In that moment, half.
So they were the key.
Great start.
Sounds like it was
The
not,
technically
it was not.
technical failure is gone now. It,
Well, technical difficulties were actually rain difficulties.
yeah, technical issue.
Technical.
Okay.
Nothing in our control. Anyway, bye. See you out.
So yeah, we did look at the weather, and we knew there'd been a bit of a blow a little bit of a way, but I didn't expect it to be quite so high. It's probably 1.5 meters of swell. It was a little bit uncomfortable. Nothing the boat couldn't handle, but it did over time did pretty much most of the crew felt a little bit green. Tyrone particularly was quite sick, I think.
Very sick.
are outside the port waiting to be let in.
Yeah, so we pulled up outside Marina dell'Est. It was one of my ports of refuge, if you like, or things not going so well as I'd hoped. Marina dell'Est is a marina I like. It's nice and safe, tucked away, and I knew it was only 40 miles, so we could go there. We were aiming for Fuengirola, but I mean, it was like another 5 hours driving, and it wasn't a nice day, so we decided we'd pull in there. And as we were outside, we decided to just prepare, get all our fenders ready, get our lines ready before we drove in, because I knew it was quite tight.
We've just put all the fenders on so that if we hit something, we won't damage the hull.
And just as we were doing that, the Guardia Civil decided to come out and have a little look at what we were up to, and basically ordered us in. We were going in anyway, but ordered us in to the fuel berth so that they could come and board us and check us out.
Sí, un momento preparado, solo. Vamos ahí. Vamos adentro. ¿No? Está bien. Estamos bien. Nos vamos ahí, ¿ok?
The Civil Guard is an armed institution of military nature under the Ministry of the Interior as regards the functions conferred by law, and the Ministry of Defence as regards the accomplishment of military missions assigned by the latter or by the government.
Okay, Ty, get me 2 more fenders on the right. Okay, so one guy on the rope at the front to throw, Harry, if you can. Or step off. Ty, you want to be on the back rope? Tyrone?
In answer to what was learned is the guys didn't realise they needed all the paperwork on board. So if you're sailing in Spain, you must have all your ownership documentation, your insurance and your passports and everything that basically is relevant to the boat on board. To be fair, the Guardia were very good. They realised when they went through everything that we basically had it, and we had the kids on board. It was a bit of father-son bonding time, and gave us a bit of a stiff telling off and telling us we should be better next time, but basically let us get on with our way. So, all good.
It's the same wind that doesn't change.
Marina was really nice. Unfortunately, it's out of season, so it's only a small marina, so all the restaurants were shut, the bars were shut, but Leanne had made us all lots of dinners, lots of food, and it made a good point to make sure we ate some of it. So had a couple of beers, and yeah, bed early because we've got a 12-hour day tomorrow. So let's get to bed and let's get going early. When the sun comes up, let's get going. Manoeuvring, that's all cool. There wasn't a lot of wind there. It was quite tight where we had to park the boat, sorry. But just a case of nice and easy, nice and slow. Got a bow thruster, got 2 engines, so we just slipped her in, and Marinero was there to take the lines.
What happened to the drone?
The drone. So yeah, we got Hayden was filming, so he wanted to film the whole departure. So as we left, he sent it up in the air. I think he got a really nice shot of us manoeuvring out of our berth all the way out to leaving. And as we were trying to land the drone, unfortunately it had decided to fly into the windscreen. So the propeller blades hit the windscreen, then it decided to ping to the side and went overboard. So not ideal. And not a happy Hayden.
No.
Did get some drone footage, I believe.
Not anymore. I've just crashed my drone. £1,000 that was.
The sea state was reduced considerably, so we had like a half a metre swell and a very straight direct run all the way to Gibraltar.
Is it quick resolving we're going slow? What is it? Have one of our engines got out?
Basically the port engine failed. Initially what happens is the low oil pressure light and the alarm go off, the engine stalls, and lots of noise, and generally people's first reaction is, oh no, panic.
If I use it for this engine, and that one gets blocked, the good engine, and the really
So yeah, we had a little investigation, realised the port engine had stopped, so we had a little look and tried to restart it. It wouldn't start. So 9 times out of 10 when that happens, we've been checking the engines, it's probably fuel related. So I asked Tyrone, do we have the filters, which he'd been told were on board.
yeah, full filters on board. Yeah.
So I changed the racals first, didn't really have any effect, and then I changed the fine filter and just had to bleed the engine through really. There's a lift pump on the top of the Caterpillar fuel filter, which you saw me actuating basically to pull that fuel through, fill the filter up and get the injectors. Yeah, once that was done, engine started and we're on our way again. So I was just a bit concerned. We estimate those engines to run approximately 50 litres per hour per engine, and we had 800 litres per side, so that's 16 hours of running. So I sort of, without checking too much, just basic maths, with the runs, the days running of the first day, probably by the time we got to about Europa Point, there was a good chance we were going to run out of fuel. I decided to try and head to Fengarola, expecting to be able to fuel up. So we did that. Unfortunately, it was a Sunday and Fengarola was shut.
No one answered, mate.
No one.
I was working today. Try another marina, I suppose. If they're not answering, I don't know what to do, really.
So I hadn't looked myself, I took him in his word, so I popped down, had a look. As it was, we had over half a tank on each side still in the fuel tanks. We could see it by putting a light behind the fuel viewing pipe, should we call it. It was a bit old and crusty, but you could see where the fuel was. The valves were open, and considering the hours we'd run and the hours we had left, I estimated we'd easily have a third of a tank left, so no dramas.
The waves have been better than yesterday. No seasick except for just now. There are dolphins and flying fish outside our boat.
Any flying fish?
I have.
We're about 25 minutes away from Gibraltar. Yeah, it's been a pretty good journey. I mean, yesterday the waves were insane. It was like we were in Interstellar. It's kind of sad that it's over.
Yeah, no, it is. Nice journey. First day there, everyone's like throwing up.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Generally, yeah, again, straightforward. Just we left Wengarola, just pointed straight at Europa Point, and on we went. So I think we were probably 5 hours from Wengarola, averaging 12 knots pretty much.
We're waiting to be told where we park.
So in that case we want the left line and one on the left there. So
Nice sea state, nice day. The kids enjoyed it, and we got into Gibraltar at about 6:30, so just in time for a beer.
1,125.
You liked me yesterday.